Year 3, welcome to your literacy video for Thursday the 25th of June. Today we're going to do some reading. Now, today's task shouldn't take you very long at all, so I'm going to set you a little challenge as well. Can you read 3 pages, just 3, more would be great, but only 3 is enough, of your favourite book. Okay, I want to make sure we're doing lots of reading at home. So, some of you have got questions which look like this, where you've got a sentence, and then you've got your 3 who, where and what boxes, and some of us are doing some missing word reading tasks as well. So let's look at the sentence. We've got Mrs. Cranky screamed when she saw Giant Grandma in the garden. Okay, so my red box is my who box. So I need to think of what character, what person is in the sentence. So Mrs. Cranky screamed when she saw Giant Grandma in the garden. So I've got Mrs. Cranky. Okay, I've also got Grandma, but Mrs. Cranky is the main person, my main noun in this sentence, because she's doing the action. So my who is Mrs. Cranky. Okay. Where then? So I'm going to read it again and have a little think of where this is taking place. So Mrs. Cranky screamed when she saw Giant Grandma in the garden. I'm sure you've got it. It was garden. Okay, and now we've got what, and this seems to be the one where some of us struggle a little bit. So with the what box, you just need to remember it's the action. So if you've already found your who, you've got to think, well, what did Mrs. Cranky do? What was her action? So Mrs. Cranky screamed. Okay, so you might want to write screamed or she screamed in the what box. Okay. The next one then, in the living room, Grandma sat in her chair all day long. Okay, so I've got to think of who my who is. So in the living room, Grandma sat in her chair all day long. It was Grandma. Okay. Where did this happen? It tells us straight away. In the living room. Okay, so I'll write that in my box. Living room. And then again, I've got to think, what does Grandma do? My what, my action. So in the living room, Grandma sat in her chair all day long. So she sat in her chair. Okie dokie. And then we've got some text and we've got some missing words in a table. Okay, there are pictures to help you if you're struggling with your reading. Okay, so we've got firework, grandma, table, snake, explosion. Scroll down a little bit. Day, rats, medicine, Dr. George. Okay, so you're going to read the text and find the missing words. So George sat himself down at the... Now I think you'll know what that is straight away. But if you're not sure, you can go through each word and see if it makes sense. George sat himself down at the firework. No. George sat himself down at the grandma. No. George sat himself down at the table. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, you might want to check the other ones as well, but I think that's an obvious one. It's definitely going to be table. So you write your missing word in and you can cross it off so you know you've used that word. I'm sure you'll do great. Good luck.